Hi, I'm Dr. Attia, and welcome to our virtual office. I'm going to cover some issues here that I have on the board for you in just a moment, but I wanted to give you a little background on myself. Been in practice for 27 years. I'm also a board qualified chiropractic neurologist, which is a whole grueling series of courses that one needs to go through in order to get that postdoctoral degree. As a result of that, though, my eyes have awakened to a whole lot of different disorders that traditionally are treated simply with drugs and medication. There is a better way. If you're one of those that's looking for a better way, we most likely have your answer, because we've treated a lot of these conditions. These here that I have on the board: diabetes, peripheral neuropathies, hormonal issues, fibromyalgia, and I'm going to talk about the Reams test. Here's what's really important to grasp. In 27 years of practice, I would have patients come in all the time with conditions like peripheral neuropathy, fibromyalgia, diabetes, and all these kind of things, and they would always use the term, "my sugar is under control," because they're on metformin or glucophage or something of that nature, okay? So essentially what that meant is that when measuring the blood sugar levels, those were fine. My question was, okay, then why do these people still come in with these kind of conditions? Why do they have heart disease, high cholesterol? There has to be another mechanism going on, alrighty? Well, I found a test called the Reams test, Reams RTBI. I should write that down here for you, RTBI. And we've started doing this in the office. It is a urinalysis. It essentially tells us what metabolism is doing. It doesn't diagnose a condition, but it tells us what the metabolism is doing. Specifically, it tells us what glucose and oxygen are doing in the cell. So here's a cell, and that's an artery next to a cell. Glucose is measured in the blood in most cases, okay? And that's fine. It should be. All right? My question is once it gets in here, is glucose plus oxygen equaling the energy that we're supposed to have? That was my question. Because why do these people present with these chronic disorders if their sugars are under control? It made no sense to me whatsoever. Okay? So we started measuring this. And we find in every case, not occasionally, in every case, this mechanism here, or the mechanism of combustion within your cell, isn't working properly. And I want to use this as an example. You've all been around a campfire at some time, or a fire of some sort at some time. When it's burning properly, that fire will have very little smoke because the process of combustion is working extremely well. Think of the smoke as toxicity, all right? Well, now let's say there's a pine tree right over there, and I cut off a couple of branches, fresh pine tree, okay? I take these couple of branches and I put them on top of a fire. Well, immediately, you're going to have a whole lot of smoke, okay? Again, think of that smoke as toxicity, all right? But why? Because you have improper combustion, all righty? So what we find in association with this here, if this system isn't functioning properly within the cell, we're going to have increase in toxicity. Okay? Increase in toxicity. These detoxification pathways can only handle so much. And if they can't handle the toxicity being produced by billions of cells every moment, okay, that toxicity is going to build up within your body and attack somewhere. I don't know exactly where it's going to attack. Commonly, it's diabetes, peripheral neuropathy, fibromyalgia, hormonal issues, but there's a whole bunch of other things too, okay, that it can attack. My particular belief system is this: unless you normalize the cellular machinery and get this flow system working properly and decrease the toxicity, you can do whatever you want to do, but it's not going to take care of the problem. And you're going to be stuck on medications the rest of your life. Now, I'm talking about a solution here. Okay, I'm not talking about putting a Band-Aid over it. Alrighty? So that's what we see. That's how we treat people, and the results are quite remarkable, quite miraculous, actually. Okay. In any event, that's the information I have you regarding these kind of conditions and other autoimmune style diseases. Should you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you.